Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy here, and today we are on the road to Extreme Rules. Honestly, I am excited because Extreme Rules is looking like Extreme Rules this year. We have Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle in a fight pit, which we haven't seen since 2020. And then we have Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's title in an Extreme Rules match. So far, Extreme Rules is finally looking extreme after like the past 5 years of not looking extreme. We have to talk about Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. This is their third time competing together in the ring. And yes, the Money in the Bank contract does count. Obviously, looking into this match, we all know who should win. And it's Liv Morgan. I honestly want Liv Morgan to win. Just looking at how this rivalry is going, it's looking like Ronda Rousey is the one to defeat Liv Morgan. But I still have hope for Liv Morgan, but she really has to do a lot to defeat Ronda Rousey. And this is an Extreme Rules match. Ronda can do anything. She can fuck you up in Extreme Rules. Hell, she could fuck me up in an Extreme Rules match. What are the things that Liv Morgan needs to do to conquer Ronda Rousey for the third time? And how can she retain that SmackDown Women's Championship? Well, obviously, the one thing Liv Morgan needs to do is just go at it. That's literally it. Like, is there any way else to describe it? No. You have to literally demolish Ronda Rousey. And that is impossible to do in the WWE because the first person that pinned Ronda Rousey was just a roll-up. And that was Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 35. But see, there are weaknesses to Ronda Rousey. We just don't see it yet. Liv Morgan has shown that Ronda does have a weakness, and Liv can show it. But Ronda can also improve on it. And what is that, weakness that Ronda has? It's a roll-up. We all know Ronda Rousey, she just goes in. She doesn't stop. She's always angry in her mind, and whatever she wants, she gets. She just goes in. Have you ever noticed the many times she's lost? She's lost by a roll-up often. With Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 35, and at SummerSlam with Liv Morgan, and at Money in the Bank as well. So if Liv can do that roll-up once again, then there you go. You just beat Ronda Rousey 3 times. But Ronda Rousey knows what to improve because, she has legitimately fought in the UFC. So Ronda knows how to, work on her weaknesses. But Liv has so much. But Liv is really screwed in this because Ronda Rousey is a badass. We call her the baddest woman on the planet. Liv Morgan really needs to go in. She cannot let Ronda Rousey get into any submission. Because I will say, I was impressed when Liv handled herself at SummerSlam. This time, this is Extreme Rules. Ronda Rousey is not going to be a joke. You got to take this seriously. And especially with the promo on SmackDown, Liv Morgan is actually taking this seriously. Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. My prediction, I want Liv to win. But now, let's talk about where these two go on. Let's start with Liv Morgan. Let's say if Liv Morgan does retain, who is next in line for her? Well, obviously, I think the one person that is next in line, and I really don't want to get hate for it, but I think it's Charlotte Flair when she returns. Because on SmackDown, there really isn't anyone on like that could compete for Liv unless they just find someone at the right time. Because the women's division for SmackDown is really lacking. And we're not going to see Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey for like the 4th time, right? Because, we have Crown Jewel again. We have Crown Jewel. But will Liv Morgan defend in a Crown Jewel? Most likely not. So, and it is rumored that Charlotte is scheduled to return sometime in October or November. The Raw versus SmackDown concept at Survivor Series is not going to happen, which is going to be War Games. So it is a possibility. If Liv does retain, then Charlotte Flair is next in line. Like, I don't know. That's all I could think of. Unless they go with the Raw superstar, but I don't think that makes sense. Let's go with Ronda Rousey. Let's say Ronda Rousey wins. Where does she go? Who's next for her? Liv Morgan? No, because we've seen this like 3 times. I don't think anyone wants to see this 4th time. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but let's say I was just a normal fan. I wouldn't want to see this again. But who is next for Ronda Rousey? And the same thing, like I always said, I think it's Charlotte Flair. Like, Charlotte Flair is the one probably to go after one of these two, whoever retains. Because it is obvious, like I said, Charlotte is going to expect to return in October or November. So Yeah, there's really nowhere else. But then again, it is kind of worse because Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey already happened this year. And we do not want to see them going at it for like the 5th time or the 6th time or whatever. Because their feud was so boring and lackluster. Unless Charlotte is the face in this. Because I don't know if Ronda is the heel or the tweener. I just don't know. So quick recap. I want Liv Morgan to win at Extreme Rules. How can she win? She can either do a roll-up, a sneaky roll-up, or just don't let Ronda recover. Just beat her up as much as you can. And if you stop even for once, you're done.
You're done. You're done.
Where will these two go? I have no idea. Maybe Charlotte Flair at Survivor Series. That is all I know. But that's all the answers I know in my mind. Like, I'm giving predictions. That is really it. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you guys give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on post notifications if you haven't to know when I upload a new video. And the question remains, will Liv Morgan be the first person in WWE history to pin Ronda Rousey 3 times? Is it impossible? No. Is it possible? Yes. Will she do it? Guess we'll find out at Extreme Rules. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all later.